Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Board Game Heaven Talks Accessories. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about the new GeekOn gaming gear because they've got a Kickstarter going on with a new backpack called the Spacepak, this tote bag, the Shuttletote, the extra large dice case with a dice tray, and a collapsible dice tower. So that's on Kickstarter right now. I'll put a link in the description below so you can go and check that out, or click the I in the corner of this video. So let's take a closer look at these. So let's start by taking a look at their dice case extra large here, which is a giant version of the one that I showed you in my previous review. You might remember. So this is just a smaller version with a dice tray that collapses, kind of just fits on the bottom of this one. And this dice case, as you may remember, basically has enough room for plenty of dice, as you can see here, and even more if you take out the insert foam, and you can take out the bottom and the top and just have a tray for whatever, or even use it as a dice tray itself. So it's kind of a multifunctional case for gaming or whatever you want to put in there. So now they brought out a newer, bigger version. So I put this to the side, and it's huge. It's a gigantic dice case, and it also has the bottom that you can just slip onto it, and this acts as a dice tray. So you have this big dice tray and the dice case itself. So it just zips open like that. And there you go. It even has a compartment in the lid where you can put some stuff, whatever you want to bring. Maybe you have some booklets, or pencils, or a notepad, or whatever. Maybe you're playing D&D or some other RPG. And the bottom also has, with some Velcro here, kind of like a lid to keep your dice in place. And it has the same kind of foam that the smaller one has, only of course a lot bigger, and you can take that out as well rather easily. So you have this mesh kind of foam, and that goes in here, and you can store your dice in there, and you can put them nicely into the holes if you want to, but you can also just chuck them in here. And this bottom can also come out. So let's see if I can pull that out. It's a bit bigger than the smaller tray, so it's easier to get a hold of. So there you go. Just take it out, and then you can chuck your dice in there. So I brought some extra dice. So I have these, of course, and I brought some bags of more dice. And I don't even have enough dice to fill this entire thing unless I break open all my game boxes and take out all the dice from all the games. So yeah, you can store quite a few dice in there as well. So if you have a large, huge collection of dice, this is a pretty cool way to store them. And you can bring this to game night and have a big old dice tray that you can put in the middle of the table that everyone can use. So that's pretty cool. And of course you can store anything in here. It doesn't even have to be dice. You can just bring it to game night and put stuff in there. And it's a very sturdy case. It's very hard. So just like the smaller one, this is the tray and the box, it's a very sturdy, thick material, so it'll keep anything you put in there very safe. Then we also have an extra that you can get with this separately, which is a collapsible dice tray. So let me show you that as well. So we have this, and it's just a little, cloth material package that has been reinforced with, I'm assuming, cardboard that has been stitched inside. It's very sturdy, again, just like with the boxes or the dice cases. And it works as follows. It's very simple. You just undo that button, flip it back, fold it open, and fold it back. And then you put that button, you flip that shut like that, and that's your dice tower. That's it. So the inside actually has a ramp that folds out, and the second ramp here is in the bottom. I don't know if you can see that, but if you put that, it has a slot here So you can put that onto your big dice tray like that. And there you go. You have your dice tower and dice tray, and you can just chuck your dice down there. That's so handy, so cool, very functional. I love that. And it even fits into the smaller dice tray like that quite easily. So there you go. Cool. I thought that was pretty nice. So, and you just untab it, fold it shut, and then do that. And you could store it into the top compartment here of your extra large dice tray. You can just bring that along. Done. Awesome. So let's have a look at the Spacepak. It comes folded up like this. So it's a very compact package, and it came in a plastic transparent bag in a box. So it was safely packaged, and it's quite compact. You can put this in your shelf or wherever you want to store it. And it turns into a large backpack. So let's just try it out. I haven't even read any instructions yet, so I'm just gonna see if this is easy enough. So I'm just gonna fold that out. Here you go. So this is the flap. All right, and so the bottom kind of collapses in half like that. So that's it already. That's easy enough. So let's just unzip it for now so I can show you the inside. So that's a rather large backpack. So as we can see, the inside is just a large flat surface, and this actually comes up. There's Velcro here. So yeah, that helps with the collapsing. So once you've opened it, you basically just fold down the bottom, press it onto the Velcro here. So, you know, I have to pull it back a bit so it fits nicely. All right, there you go. Right, and that's it. So you can put some games in there and then just zip this shut. I'll demonstrate later. And the inside of the lid has two compartments here with a mesh cloth, so you can put stuff in here and some stuff in there as well. It has two elastic bands here where you can put pens, so you can put two of them there, and that just zips shut. And then this zips shut like this, and that looks pretty cool. And it actually has another compartment on the top. So I'll just need to fold this back a bit. It's been folded right. So there we go. That is your general shape of the bag. So in the top here, it has another compartment that goes up until here, roughly. You can see my fingers there. So you have space for some books if you want to put something there, some paper. So you have something that you can take out easily, which is rather handy. I use the Ultimate Gaming Backpack at several gaming conventions, and it also has a compartment like that, and you can put your hall plans in there, for example. And the sides also have compartments here. There's a large compartment there. It's pretty flat though, it's just the side of the box, but I imagine that pulls out a bit. I'll try and fit some games in there. And the other side has the same compartment. So then the back has your straps, just like the other backpack had, with some reflective strips here. So if you're carrying this on your back and you're riding your bike in the dark, you still have some reflectors there. And there is a little strap here. It's an adjustable little strap that you can clip into the other strap over there. Click. So yeah, you can adjust that nicely so that fits over your chest, and it also has a piece of elastic here, so rubber band, so it does have some, you know, elasticity. And of course the straps themselves are also adjustable here, and it has a carrying handle as well, so you can also just pick it up like that. All right, let's put in some games. Okay, so I have filled this to the brim with games. All right, so let's start with the main compartment. On top of the main compartment in the lid, I managed to fit in these two little card games. All right, so that went into the lid, you know, very easily. And the main compartment, and it just zips open so nicely and so smoothly. As you can see, I managed to fit in quite a bit. I had two very large boxes, a normal box and a small box. So I have this game in here, I have this one here, so that's your regular standard size box, a bit on the bigger side. Then we have this enormous, huge, thick, big box over here. And lastly, I put in the biggest one that I could find, which is this one, and it's actually a lot taller than this one, as you can see, but it still fits in. I put that one on the bottom, and even in the length of the box, that went in quite nicely. And then on top of that, I also still, with everything being so tightly packed, still had room to put in this game, which you can see is not the thinnest of boxes, and that still went in easily. And on the other side, I did the same with another small card game, different in size, almost as thick, so that went in as well. So there's quite a bit that you can store into that Spacepak. Alright, so let's try this on. I've put most of the games back in there, so I'll just put that onto my back. And there we go. Okay, all right. I don't have a whole lot of room here, so I'm just going to bend forward a bit. I'm going to take this strap here and this clip, clip that in. There we go. All right, so I think I need to adjust this a little. I'm just going to pull that so it doesn't interfere with my microphone. But yeah, that's okay, that's good. I'll try to turn around here, I'm against the wall. So this is better. All right, so it does fit nicely. I do have to say, because of the square shape it has, it does kind of tend to push into the back, into my lower back a bit. So I actually tend to want to pull this up a bit. So that means I probably have to adjust these straps a bit. So let me try that. That goes easily. And that does indeed help a lot. So it's important that you adjust your straps so that it fits nicely. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. So this is, I have to say, it's okay. This is nice. It's not uncomfortable. The Ultimate Gaming Backpack, I have to honestly say, was more comfortable because it had thicker padding into the back. This also has some padding, but the other one just was really made to fit over your entire back. And this is slightly less tall, I think, but it works. It works nice. So yeah, as long as you don't put too heavy games in there, you'll be able to carry that nicely, you know. And yeah, it's sturdy enough to be able to handle any kind of weight, I feel, because this is really good material. And yeah, I have to say, that's not bad. As you can see, you know, when I'm bending back or bending forward, it doesn't leave any gaps after adjusting my straps there. And this keeps it nicely into place, your chest strap as well. So, not bad. All right. And there you go. And the next bag I'd like to show you is the Shuttletote bag. So it also comes folded up like this in a rather flat package, just like the Spacepak. And it's basically just a tote bag. So this is the bottom of the bag. You just put it down, you just take this up, and it folds in a triangle like that, as you can see. So, and it's basically just a tote bag that you can use for just about everything, with a nice strap with buttons here, so you can close those. And it has two of these clips to close the bag. And I'll show you just how you can use that in a bit. So then it opens up into a large, just carrying bag. And if I open it up all the way, you can see that it is rather big. So like that, with an extra compartment on the front, which is actually, it has a thickness. So, you know, it's not just a flat compartment. So there is actually room for about, you know, some books in there, or maybe a not too thick board game. So let's take a look at the inside. So it looks like this is, yeah, it is actually padded. So there is some padding in the sides, not on the outsides, because these need to fold in. But the bigger, the front and the back, they have some padding inside. Mostly in the back though, yeah. So the back has padding. Let's see if that is the same for the front. I'll just open this up. Now that is just cloth, but it's, you know, it's thick cloth, and it's double. So the outside has this actual water repellent material, and the inside has the red cloth here. So let's take a look at the front first. I'll just fold this flat a bit. So here we have several compartments and a key ring, so you can put your keys or whatnot onto this and not lose them. You know, if you have a clip on like the carabiner clip that they had previously, you can just clip that on there with your keys, put it in there, and not worry about it. So there's a zipper here with some mesh here, so you can put some card games in there or whatever. And there's another one here, and another one here. So you have three compartments there. Or you can just not use them and put something bigger in here and just close the flap like that. And again, the zippers are so smooth. They're really well made. It has the logo on it, which is nice. And the rest is basically just a huge bag. And you can put your games in there, and it's supposedly big enough to hold a box the size of Kingdom Death Monster, which I do not own, or I would have shown it to you. But let's put in Gloomhaven. Okay, so I got some big box games. Hopefully this will roughly give you an idea of how big these boxes are. You know, maybe this is comparable to Kingdom Death Monster. I don't know, but they're the biggest boxes I had. So I'll just see how many I can fit in here. So let's start with the first one. Put that on the bottom. That goes in nicely. I don't know if I can show you that. Like, let me try. So, you know, I've got the entire floor covered, and there's still a little room on the sides. So I might be able to fit in some smaller games, you know, along the sides. So second big box game. And that's fits in here. A third big box game. There we go. All right. All in there. So let's see. There is a zipper on the inside, along the inside of this tote bag. Let's just see how that goes. So that goes in rather well. So this closes the top of the box, of the bag, over the boxes. So I still have a little room there, and like I said, I have some room on the sides. So let's see, let's grab another game here, smaller game. I'll just put that one in very easily. I can even put it sideways and put something else in there. So let's see, another game, put that there, and yet another game. See if that works. I'll put that there. All right, so far so good. Can I still close it? Easily. All right, so that works. A lot of stuff goes into this tote bag. So yeah, then you basically, if you have some room left, you can roll this up I'll demonstrate, yeah, you know, let me just show that to you right away. We're at it anyway. So if you don't have, you know, a full bag, you can just close this up and you'll have some room here. And then you can just roll this up like that, press out the air, just roll it up until you're on top of the top box, and fold this in, these sides here. Let's fold them in, and then you can take these straps, fold them over, and then you need to pull the straps shut and then click it, and that will keep these flaps in place. And then you can carry your bag like this, or with the shoulder strap like that. All right, so no matter how many games you put in here, if you don't fill it completely, you just roll this up, fold them inside. But again, let's try it with the full capacity. So I'm gonna put this back in. There you go. Right. Close that up again. There we go. Fold this in, take the strap. That keeps that in place. It's not even necessary, but it makes the bag look a bit neater. Nothing will catch on to, you know, objects. So you can pull these straps, you know, to make that even tighter. All right, yeah, this is just because of the game on the side. It just doesn't completely fold underneath here, which is okay. So then I can take this strap, and this is adjustable as well. I put it to the maximum. I mean, you can go further than this, like that, but then your strap won't be in the middle, so that won't be as comfortable. So I just went that way until it's still in the middle. And you can put that on your shoulder or across your shoulder if you prefer, and then, you know, keep it at hips height, and then just carry it like that. And that's fine. I mean, the side of the box, like I said, the back is padded, so if that rests against your body, then that's not bad. That's comfortable. And if you make it longer like that, you can actually, let's see, put that across your shoulder like this and carry it like that, which is probably even easier. So let's see if there's still room enough for more games into the front. I'll just take it off like that. All right, so what else can we put in there? Let me see. So you can, of course, put some smaller games in there. So if you have some card games, you can put that in there and in there like that. Let's see what else. So you can put that here. And this closes easily. Now this isn't a very thick box, so let's see, do I have anything else here lying around? I do actually have plenty of games lying around. So let's take this one, I'll put that in here, see if that works. Ooh, close, close. That just doesn't work. It's probably because of these. So if I take those out, this is obviously a bigger kind of box. So I think this is just a bit too tall. It won't close anymore. So I need to find something smaller. But this works just fine. And then here we go. Here's another small game. I had another one of those. Let's take that one. And that actually works brilliantly. So yeah, plenty of room for storing some additional games in there, as you can see. So I have this and this and this in there. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Love it. And again, this is also made from a water repellent material. So if you spill a drink over them or it's raining outside, then this will keep your games nice and safe. All right, awesome. Okay, so like I said, I also tried Gloomhaven in this box, so that fits in easily if these three other big boxes fit in there. So let me just show you how that works. So I put the straps on top of these, I pulled them a little closer. Here's the zipper. And there is Gloomhaven. Obviously, this fits easily into this tote bag. It's huge. So yeah, that's not a problem at all. So let me get that out. All right. And then let's try it into this bag. So for comparison, I already tried to put the 3 big boxes in here. And, well, they do fit, you know, in the height of the box, in the length of the box, but, you know, the top won't close because it's, you know, slightly under an angle, and you can't get it to go further than that. So that will not hold 3 of those big boxes. But it will hold 2 of these, plus, you know, another bigger game that isn't long, such as this one here. So I just put that one on top, and you still have a little bit of room here for something small. So, you know, if you want to bring some tiny games like this, perhaps, or some card games, I don't know, you can just put them there, and then it'll close. It's a bit of a stretch. I've tried this because of this box. It just barely peeps out there, so you have to push it in a bit. But once you do, it will close nicely. So you can see it is, you know, stretching it just a little bit, literally there, but it will still close. So this will hold quite a bit. And if it holds that, it will also hold Gloomhaven. So let's just demonstrate that, shall we? So I'll put this to the side, put that over there, this game over here, the 2 big boxes, and there you go. So, I mean, this is a very big compartment, and this will easily hold Gloomhaven. As you can see, there's still some space left in there. So you can still put something else on top here and just close that very easily and smoothly. There you go. Oh, so you can pick that up, and there you have it. So both bags easily fit a lot of games, Gloomhaven, big boxes, anything, and you still have some spare room on the sides of both of these. Alright, so those were the new GeekOn bags, the Spacepak and the Shuttletote, along with the accessories, the extra large dice pack, and the foldable dice tower. So there you go. Alright. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get a notification whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Board Game Heaven.